You're muted, Josie.
Hey, I
Now
do
you're
that.
not muted.
We are live, y'all. What's up, Gil?
Auditions. My brain was catching up. I'm like, yeah, auditions.
That's a good problem to have, Gil. That's a good problem to have. Gil, make sure that you're also on Clubhouse. We don't see your beautiful
yes, I
face
saw
on
that.
Clubhouse.
Hold on. I'm doing that now.
So good evening, everyone. We are, I don't know why I'm trying to act like I'm so techie savvy, but I somehow managed to figure out how to go live on Clubhouse and YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. I really honestly could be live on Instagram too right now if I had enough time to pull it off, but I didn't. We have a little bit of a change this evening. Jerry Lamothe, our wonderful and a dear friend of mine, director, is supposed to be joining us, but he's actually on set. They went a little behind, so he's going to actually try to join in as soon as he can, but he might be too late to join us. But that's okay, because we've got a wonderful surprise director joining us this evening. You'll have to wait for it.
It's a good gift. That's all I'm going to say, everyone. It's a great wait.
That's right. And literally, she is joining us like in a matter of
You're giving things away, Josie. You weren't even supposed to say she, see?
I know, but it's okay. She is a good word. That's a good word, she. All right. So anyway, we are gonna jump into it because we've got a long night ahead of us, and we have not managed to be able to get past this in less than 2.5 hours. 3.
We're doing it today because I've got other auditions to do. We got to do it.
That's right. We're doing it today because Gil has auditions.
You have auditions too. You just don't know it yet. It's okay, Josie.
No, please. I actually do have an audition, but we won't talk about that.
See?
I'm not even dealing with that right now. Okay, so we have a wonderful evening ahead of us, guys. This special guest, Gil, are you prepared to introduce her? Because nobody does it like you.
This woman is phenomenal. I am. I'm always ready because that's what this industry is, right? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
That's right. That's right.
This woman's initials are TH, but she is truly the heat. She brings it like no other. How can you just say phenomenal woman in so many words? Just phenomenal woman. She goes by the lovely name of Tisha Hickman. I mean, can we give it up for her? She's awesome, Josie.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
You're
just always phenomenal.
Tisha? Okay. Okay, we can introduce Tisha first. We can have Tisha perform.
Okay, is that not what
I was introducing our special
guest. Well, Tisha's going to open it, but I thought you wanted to make a surprise.
This is fine. We'll start. We'll set it off like this. I'm never mad at Tisha Hickman. Okay,
you're gonna make them wait a bit, Josie.
I'm never mad at Tisha Hickman opening the show. Yes. So this. I mean, I love this woman here so much. I just have a moment to just give you your flowers and tell you how special you are. Tisha actually won our best of. I want to say, Tisha, do you remember if you won? Was it June's?
I think it was May.
Was it May? Okay, my goodness. So. Yes, I think so. So she was our best of in May. She's a phenomenal actress. I am blessed to have worked with her in terms of coaching, and her gift is huge. And anytime I do anything where I can incorporate her, I will make sure to do that. That's how much I love her work. No pressure, Tisha.
I'm just chilling, trying to breathe.
No pressure. And so she is. I asked her if she would be so kind and open the evening up for us this month. And here she is, Tisha. Without further ado, take a deep breath whenever you're ready. Let's go for it.
Okay. I'll be reading a monologue that I worked on last month from a play called The Curious Case of Watson Intelligence. You're too perfect. And you're too imperfect. Oh, you're the only person I want to be around. And I have a really hard time being around you. When I'm with you, I feel like I can't breathe. And when I'm away from you, I feel sore. Like here, right here, like someone just punched me extremely hard in the chest. I feel destroyed. I feel dismembered. Well, sort of, or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe I feel so completely, powerfully coherent that I'm about to implode from the pressure. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. What have I let you do? I could feel you working your way inside me. And now you're in here, like right here, right next to my heart, like a little hot stone, and there's nothing I can do about it anymore. But what are you gonna do now that you're in here? You could do anything. You could poison me. You could tear me to pieces. You could detonate and shatter me into 1,000 pieces. You could disappear and leave me empty and alone. Oh. Okay. I can't trust anything anymore. Not even my own body. There's no part of me you haven't touched. I know you're gonna hurt me. Because you are hurting me right now.
Beautiful work, sweetheart. How do you feel?
I feel good. Good.
You should feel good. Tell us. I want to hear more.
Well, do you want to get the judges on stage first, Josie, just so they can chime in? Because I know they've been watching. I couldn't hold all of the surprises. I apologize to cut you off, Tisha.
I do. I would love for her.
I'm like, they're waiting to talk to you, Tisha. I'm like, they probably want to chime in too.
I would love them to benefit, for her to benefit from them, to hear from them. So yes.
So can I introduce them as they pop on screen? Is that okay?
Absolutely. Hang tight, Tisha.
Tisha, just one sec, just one smidge. So our first judge we're bringing up, she's over 2 decades in this business. She's worked in Hollywood productions, independent projects. She's cast for Disney's The Spook Who Sat by the Door. Looking forward to seeing that, by the way. Fox's Shots Fired, Oprah's Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, amazing film and book if you haven't read it. TLC's Married by Mom and Dad, The 24th, among other union and non-union shoots. She's also a director, a writer, producer, casting director, and editor of feature films, digital series, music videos, and shorts. She's won Best Female Director for her short, Fed Up. She is amazing in so many words. Everyone welcome the phenomenal Keema Minga. Keema, come on stage. Yes, yes.
Yes. Welcome, Keema.
Thank you.
Hi, beautiful. Can you hear us?
I am great. So do you want me to go ahead and jump in, or are we going to?
I'd love for you to give some feedback to Tisha.
Are we bringing up our second special guest, Josie? Oh no.
Yeah, let's bring up the second guest. Hold on. Let's do that.
And this next woman, I mean, if you don't adore her, you should call your shrink or your therapist and just ask why, because it's an internal problem. She's a phenomenal woman that has so many people stand upon her shoulders, and many that don't even know it yet. Phenomenal woman also. So I just, there's so many words I could say, but they still wouldn't be enough. With that being said, can we bring up the phenomenal who is Nia Hill? Can we bring that up, please?
Yes.
You bushing me? Wait, did she do the spin around? She did the spin around.
You know, after that performance, I mean, what do you want from me?
That's awesome, Nia.
Thank you for your kind words. Thanks for having
Welcome,
me.
Nia. You're so awesome to jump in at the last minute like that. That's what I'm talking about. This is real showbiz. Okay,
This is it. And
we
that
look out,
was it.
and we look out for each other just like that. So thank you for just doing this. I love you. I love you for life. So okay, let's have a moment. Let's have a moment with Tisha. Let's have a moment. So Keema, I'll start off with you. If you want to, if you guys want to just give her any comment or notes.
Y'all, can I go out and jump back in? Because it's like my sound just went completely off.
Oh no, we can hear you fine.
Okay.
You can't hear us?
It's like this electronic static.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna jump off and jump right back on.
We are live. We are live. Tisha, but go ahead. We'll talk with the guest judge while you do that. Okay, go ahead. I get it.
And you know, this could be a good time for Nia to brag about herself. She had asked me, "Am I going to do my bio? Just say a couple things." I know because
she didn't. Keema, why are you
Thank you, Keema. Keema. This
I'm
woman right here.
Because they did a whole soliloquy about me, and I know Gil was getting you in because you know we got you at the last minute. Hello, this is the moment. God provided an opportunity for you to speak about yourself. Proceed.
Oh gosh, Keema, that's just evil. That's all. That's just evil. My name is Nia.
No, that's your sister looking out for you. That's your sister looking out for you.
Right, I appreciate it. I'm gonna get you later. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a writer, director, producer, in film, television, and theater. Let's see, I've been doing this for a couple of decades. I'm mad younger than Keema. So let's get that out of the way. Can I get a little shade? What else do? I built my production company, Strange Fruit, had it for 14 years, did a lot of great things through that. Let's see, my new company is Bridge X Media. And yeah, I create through that and I work with creators through that. So I'm gonna leave it right there.
And you won Sundance. Just had to put that out there.
No, Can.
Okay. Prestigious film festival.
Good. Thank you for correcting me.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, can we
Wait,
talk
what
about
was that, Keema? What was the correction? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about that. What?
The last film I wrote and directed won Best Filmmaker at Cannes.
That's huge. And what is the name of this film and where can people watch it?
It's called Colored My Mind. It's a film, it's a mixed media. It's part narrative and part documentary. I think Kim has seen it. You haven't seen it? Okay, well, it's about to be on a new platform called Genre TV. So, but for all of you and these wonderful actors and whoever's watching, I'm happy to send a copy out.
Awesome. Do you hear that, actors? You get to get a copy of her film. I love that.
Not just a film, an award-winning film. Before it premieres on it, I love how she just dropped Keema on my new platform. Like everyone has a platform. Just it's okay. It's okay. We're basking in the glory of music.
I'm a work in progress. It is not my day to shine. I'm here to just.
No, every day is your day to shine. Every day, every moment, and you've been given this moment. Okay?
You're right, and I'll take it. I receive it fully. I fully receive it. Thank you.
Shine on, sis. Shine on. Shine on. Remember, this is, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it every time and everywhere I am. Anytime I am creating a space for us, it is a safe space. It's a safe space, and I need to say that, Nia, so that you understand you're safe to talk about your wins here.
All right?
Nobody gonna, look at you a certain way or be hissing and whatever. No, this is a safe space. So you
Yeah.
can share all of your accomplishments anytime I'm producing or leading anything or creating a space for us. Okay. That's the only kind of spaces.
You've always done that, so thank you.
Yes, yes. So tag on. We got you. Okay. That's huge, Mama. That's a huge accomplishment. So we're very, very proud of you and very, very happy for you.
Thank
Okay.
you. Well, can I say this last little bit?
Yes, please.
I got to work with the brilliant Blair Underwood and Nicole Ari Parker, who until
Blair's
this
one of my best friends, Nia. I don't know if
Oh
you know
my
that.
God.
He is one of my best, dearest
No,
friends
I
ever.
didn't know that.
Yes. He's always working though. I can't catch up with him.
Yes,
I can't keep up with him.
We've it was the first time that they'd ever worked together, which was incredible, right? They're theater actors, and from that it went on to do Streetcar.
Nice.
I did a scene with the two of them, and Blair and I looked at each other like, what? And then we called Emily, the director of Streetcar, was like, listen, you've got to see Nicole. So
that's awesome, sweetheart.
Really, really special things. God really did some amazing things in this story. And I got to be the vessel. So
that is awesome, Nia. That is awesome. I cannot even wait for you to share that link. Maybe we'll even do we'll talk on the side, okay? But my mind is always creating. I'm always producing. I see. Always. Okay, so Gil and I are going to be very careful to keep this night rolling, okay? Because we are not going to be here for 3 hours. So we're going to go ahead and keep it moving, okay? Keema and Nia, I'd love to start off with you just sharing. If you care to share with, she's not with us tonight as one of the actors that we're going to decide on who's the winner for this month. Obviously, she, as I mentioned before, she's already participated and she's already won. I just wanted to bring her back because she's just such a gift, and she continues to show up every month in Clubhouse and really, really doing some amazing stuff, and just putting herself out there, and it's so much to be said. And so again, as I was telling the actors backstage, my thing is to always get the actors in front of as many casting directors and producers and agents as possible, because I feel like that's what I can do with having so many beautiful friends in the business, that I can help these actors be seen by you phenomenal people that we can call at the last minute and they just show up just like that, okay? I'm so blessed by you this evening, Nia, and thank you so much, Keema. Honestly, you guys are both beasts. And so, Tisha, can we have just a few minutes and then we can go ahead with the show? Keema, do you want to start with you, Keema?
Sure, absolutely. Hey, Tisha, how are you? So, I really enjoyed your performance, and I was, this is our first time my first time being able to see you, because typically we do it through Clubhouse. Yes. And I love the fact that you were acting with your entire body. Just, I could see it, and like once you melted into the character, there was something that happened with your body language, and sometimes you had your hand on your hips, definitely within the eyes, because I love watching actors in their eyes to see if they believe what they say, and then for me to check myself to see if I believe what you say as well. And I believed you, and I could see it definitely in your eyes. Well, I took notes as well, so I'm referring to my notes. And I like the change that you were going through as well, because there were times where, you were anticipation, you had anticipation, or you were questioning, and then you would like snap out of it and ask like a serious question, which would make it funny, and then go right back into, picking up the baton where you left off. And so that kept me engaged, of just seeing you take this emotional journey with the character. Now, if I remember correctly, were you a little like off? Like this character's is she a little off?
I mean, she's like the way you're off when you're in a toxic relationship.
Okay. And I like the fact that you didn't overdo it. You were passionate and intense, but you did not give us crazy eyes and all of this animated stuff that could have taken away from it. So good job. My one thing that I would say tweak, and I was really looking for something to see if I could tweak. If you ever do this in front of the camera, just be conscious of where the camera is. Because, you know, in theater, you can be on your mark, but you can sway in the 3D space. But of course, if it's for the camera, you stay in your position as much as possible so you don't affect the focus. But otherwise, great job. Great job. I'm done. Yeah, go ahead, Nia.
All right. I mean, let me ask you this. Tisha, have I heard you perform through Clubhouse?
Yes. Early on.
Early on. Okay. I was like, oh, that sounds familiar, like that good-ish. So good to see you though. I think for me, yes, you are as good as you know that you are.
I love it.
Whatever you won already, you should have won that. So for me, I per usual, I agree a lot with Keema. It was the eyes for me. But absolutely the note about your eye line for camera. It was the nuance, it was the subtlety. And I really thought it was well paced. You know what I mean? You took the right breaths at the right times and sort of came out of yourself and then back into yourself. And sort of it was this play for me of cognitive dissonance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's hard. That's hard to not overdo. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. When Josie asked me to come here, it's like I'm like it's no leap for me to come here, because it's like I get so much out of it and I'm so appreciative, because what I've learned while working with Josie and while in Clubhouse and what I'm translating now to what I do in front of the camera, it's been, the whole experience has been invaluable, and I appreciate all of you all.
That's so good, Tisha. So it blesses me to hear that. It really does. You're a perfect example of why this room is necessary, why we do the room at Clubhouse, should I say. I know we're live, so there might be an audience that is not familiar to Clubhouse. But if you're not, get with it. Download the app. Some beautiful things going on in terms of an actor space. And actors being able to come and perform and get feedback from industry professionals such as these two beautiful women that are here this evening. And Tisha, you're such a great example, such an amazing talent. And the fact that we met on Clubhouse is phenomenal, and how you learned of me and how you ended up in class with me is really quite phenomenal to me. Like, so many of you that I've met, this is a place for you to be seen, period. Clubhouse is, you start off being heard and then you end up being seen here, right here on this live. And if I could have you in every live, I would, Tisha. That's how awesome you are. So thank you for being here this evening. Thank you for agreeing to be here this evening. And we know we're going to see so much of you on that big screen. Okay, we hope you know it too.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We see you. We see you, Tisha. All right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right, Gil, take us away, Gil.
You mean we take us away? My connection is going in and out, but I'm right with you, so we can right into these performances to keep with time.
Yes. Let's go. Let's drop the audience in.
If you're not familiar by now.
Ooh, Gil, you're having some Wi-Fi issues, not you.
Oh, you'll just yeah, Wi-Fi is not liking me today. I'm not sure why. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly now.
Okay. All right. Let's see. And we're going with the first person. Is that correct, Josie? Yes.
What did you say?
Okay. Can you hear me? Oh, connected to my AirPods.
Okay. Just in case, we're going to start off with Victoria Newman first. Gil's having some Wi-Fi issues, but it's okay. We've got each other's back. So we are going to start with Victoria Newman first. Let's get Victoria up here. Hi, Victoria.
Hi everyone.
Hi. So Victoria, I wanna introduce this incredible talent here. She's also somebody who I've really, really grown to love. She's just been such a great human being and an artist in the best way. She has also been on our Best of Clubhouse. This is not her first time on the rodeo or in the rodeo or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. And she's an incredible talent. I won't say this because I feel like it's a little biased when I leak this information. I'm going to leak it afterwards. But she's been part of this. She was part of our Best of a couple of months ago as well. And she continued to come into the room and share her gift with us, and was, very much wanting to grow and receive feedback and notes. And so we could not deny her to have her come back this month. And so Nia and Keema, you get to ask her one random question. So, Keema, I'll let you go for this one, and then Nia, you can have the next actor. But Keema, one random question that you would like to know about her.
Oh wow. A random question. Oh shoot. I guess the thing. Oh, I want to know. You keep coming back, and some people may be a little intimidated by doing this process over and over again. So what makes you want to keep coming back and excelling?
It's not necessarily that, I have a certain goal. The only thing that I have in mind is I want to learn, and that's the only thing I'm determined about. And I wouldn't be coming back if I didn't learn anything. I'm constantly learning. And that's like my favorite thing about this process is how much I'm able to learn. So that's my answer.
That's a great answer, Victoria Elizabeth. And that's why we love you. And you continue to grow. And you're already such a beast at it. And I love that. And again, it's why I created that room. You're just such a perfect example of why we continue to show up. Isn't that true? Keema and Gil and Nia, why we continue to show up, because y'all continue to show up.
Yes, and Josie, can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, it's my Wi-Fi. I wanted to say, can you tell people what room that is for those that may not know what Clubhouse or what room you're talking about? Can you announce this room? I'm being a good friend right now, like you made Nia and Keema be to each other. So, Josie, can you tell me what the name of this room is? Okay, I'm done speaking.
That's actually a really, really good thing. The people on Clubhouse also I need to let them know. So yes, those are on Clubhouse. Our Clubhouse room for those on YouTube and Facebook listening in or watching in rather. We are the room that we're speaking of on Clubhouse is Respect for Acting and Audition Lab. All right, that is the room that we are speaking of in Clubhouse, Respect for Acting and Audition Lab. If you don't know, now you know. Tell a friend or two. It's where it's happening. It's where actors are being signed. They're being seen. They're being praised for their work and acknowledged. They're getting feedback and notes from just some of the most wonderful professionals, top industry professionals in the business. So if you are not knowing, we meet every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We meet religiously, and you never know who's going to pop into the room. We've had some major people come in and continue to as the word continues to spread. So if you don't know, now you know, okay? Also, we have Nia who popped in just like that. She's got 30 years in the business. She's an award-winning director. We have Keema who, like, if y'all don't know who Keema Mingo is and what she's done and what she continues to
get your
bring,
search engines, get your keys, type in,
like,
look them
honestly,
up, IMDb
like,
Pro,
when
Variety
she
Insights.
continues, I mean, honestly, you see, we're both talking because we both have so much love and respect for her. She is a beast, and it is such a pleasure to have her here this evening. But for those of you that are on Clubhouse with us right now, oh my God, I just literally got myself out of Clubhouse. How did I just do that? I just pressed the wrong button, guys. I'm so sorry.
Well, how do you figure out how to get back in? We definitely want to keep this show on the roll. I know that we have a few people that are waiting to see Victoria perform, and we don't have Nia for too long, Nia, so we want to be gracious with your time and get as many eyeballs in front of you as we can. Josie, are you still there with us?
Yes, I am here. Let's go ahead and get started with, I just didn't want to, I want them to hear her on Clubhouse, though. Okay. Can you check to see that Clubhouse still on? Are we still on Clubhouse?
It is still on, but you're just no longer in the room.
Okay. I'm not sure.
We are on Clubhouse. You're just missing. I just pinged you. It says that your iMessage is sent off, so I'm pinging you.
Okay, good. I don't know. That's just really, really weird. That was really weird.
You're back in the room. Just unmute. Unmute. There you go.
Okay.
It says you're back in the room. There you
okay,
go, Josie. You're back.
Guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back.
Okay, all good. So Victoria Elizabeth Newman, we are this show. We're going to keep it on the roll. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what piece you're performing. And then as Josie would say, drop right in.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Victoria Elizabeth. I'm going to be performing a monologue that Miss Twinkie actually suggested that I do. I've been working on it since last week. So it's definitely a work in progress, but I'm going to be doing a monologue from Fame, and I'm going to be playing the role of Hillary. You see, I was offered this place in the San Francisco Ballet. I haven't told anyone yet, but I'm going to take it. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm a good dancer. I'm better than good. I'm maybe the best in the whole school. And that's not conceit. That's just simple honesty. If I stay in New York, people will think I bought my way into ABT, and I'm not starving myself for Balanchine City Ballet, although I wouldn't mind doing the Court of Ballet bullshit. I'd just rather do it out of town. I'll pay my dues on the West Coast and come back to New York a star. You see, I've always had this crazy dream of dancing all the classical roles before I'm 21. I want Giselles and Coppelias coming out of my feet and Sleeping Beauty and the Swan. I want bravos from Paris and Stuttgart and Leningrad. Maybe even a ballet created especially for me. You see, there's no room for a baby. Thank you.
Yes, let's give it up. Yes, let's give it up. We want to hear you guys clapping, right? Just like we do in Clubhouse. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes. Okay, great work, Victoria Elizabeth. So Nia, let's start with you. Let's start with you, Nia. So this is when you give some feedback and notes, Nia. I know we just threw you in, okay? So just so that also for those listening on Clubhouse, I think I was just starting to say it and I got a little cut off and I dropped the call. But if you would like to see Victoria Elizabeth or any of the actors performing live, you should go to youtube.com/justjosie spelled with 2 S's. So again, youtube.com/justjosie spelled with 2 S's, or you can catch us live on my Facebook page, which is Josie Harris Thacker, okay, on Facebook. So facebook.com/Josie Harris Thacker. All right, so you can join us if you would like to literally see these wonderful actors perform live. You have to join us on our youtube.com/justjosie or Facebook, okay? In the meantime, Nia, it's on you.
It's on me.
You. And by the way, Nia, and this is Keema, if you see a performance that you know, and you'd like to give her notes, you can do so. We're just gonna have to watch our time because I know your time is a little limited, Nia and Keema. So just consider the time, okay? But if you want to give them feedback and have them, you know, maybe do a first few minutes of it, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna take you up on that really quickly. Can I just get the top of that again?
Yeah.
Maybe 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah, just tell me when.
Ready.
I was offered a place at the San Francisco City Ballet. I haven't told anyone yet, but I'm gonna take it. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'm a good dancer. I'm better than good, maybe even the best in the whole school. And that's not conceit, that's just simple honesty. If I stay in New York, everyone will think I bought my way into ABT, and I'm not starving myself for Balanchine City Ballet. Although I don't mind doing the Corps de Ballet bullshit. I'd sooner do it out of town. I'll pay my dues on the West Coast and come back to New York a star. You see, I've always had this crazy dream of dancing all the classical roles before I'm 21. I want Giselles and Coppelias coming out of my feet, and Sleeping Beauties and the Swan. I want bravos from Stuttgart and Leningrad and Paris, and maybe even a ballet created especially for me. You see, there's no room for a baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is definitely your piece. So let me start by saying that this is definitely your piece. I thought, your climb in the beginning, there were some transitions just in terms of notes that I felt like you could have given some more hype to, and then some that you could have let fall a little lower than you did. But when you got into your rhythm, it was a wrap. Like it was a wrap. So, and the winding of the shoes, the tightening, was that for you sort of symbolic of the insecurity?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I didn't even really notice it until like the second time I did it. That the more I, built up my pace and my, just like my pace, my rhythm, the way that I was saying, everything without even thinking about it. I just my physicality matched that. Yeah.
Well, that's it. I'm going to keep mine short. Thank you for that again.
Thank you. Thank you so
joy
much.
For me. And I'm going to pass it to my sister, Keema.
All righty. Hey, Victoria.
Hi.
This is really good. I know you have been doing something completely different all those other weeks, and I think it was a great risk for you in the finale to do something that you had not
I
done
know,
before.
crazy.
That was a big risk. Yes.
Yeah.
I I feel like your eyes were very thoughtful, and I liked that. As you were, moments of reminiscing and then moments of like standing your ground about things that you felt and your decisions, very thoughtful in the eyes, which of course sells the whole thing, sells the character, it sells what you're saying, all of that. Good use of the prop as well. I'm not really a fan of props when people are doing monologues because sometimes they tend to focus on the prop too much, or it's noisy like a bag of chips or paper or something of that nature. And it seemed like it added to what you were feeling in the moment of the winding and then the unwinding. So that was a really good use of the prop. And I like this, like Nia said, this was your piece. This felt age appropriate. Even though the other one was youthful as well, I feel like, I don't know if you are a dancer or if you're in the arts in that capacity, but I felt like that's something that resonated with you. Are you a dancer?
Yes, these are mine. So yeah,
Awesome.
I was so happy when Twinkie gave me this monologue because I was like, oh my gosh, I do ballet. So yeah.
Oh,
so
see, yeah, and I could feel that realness, and that's what I put up here. Definitely real for your age. Good emotional journey, and I didn't want it to end. Like when you stopped, I was like, dang, what was the next line? I knew it was like one other thing
Right.
we're gonna say, but then it stopped, which was great. So your tweaks that I would say would be make it a little more conversational. I know this was your first time delivering it to us, so a little more conversational and more conviction, like Nia had said, because there were times where what you were saying, the words itself held a lot of weight, but your presenting it didn't have that weight.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
And also where you need to be subtle. And then where you need to be intentional and very pointed, don't be afraid to take it there. Like Nia said, where you needed to rise up for those heights, allow yourself to go there. And again, like we've said before, it doesn't mean the loudness and the screaming and throwing something across the room, but it does mean having that conviction and intensity and that passion that your words warrant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm done.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome. It was really, really nice work. This is where Bill and I don't get to give any feedback. It's really, really hard. As you know, I want to as coach and a director myself, but we're going to keep this evening going, okay? And we've got two wonderful directors, Keema and Nia, to handle that for us this evening. So I am confident and comfortable with you guys handling that. We're going to go ahead and keep this evening going. Great job, Victoria Elizabeth. Great job. Gil, who do we have up next?
I am actually looking for the order. I just uploaded a self-tape audition. Don't judge me, Josie. I love you.
Okay.
At least I'm honest.
No, yep, absolutely. We have Lucky Ray up next. Lucky Ray Johnson.
Lucky Ray, come on up.
Good evening, Lucky Ray. Thank you for joining us, beautiful.
Okay, I'm here.
All right. So Nia, you get a chance to ask her a random question.
Random question. Let's see. In your mind's eye, when you're doing the craft, the work that you do, what muscles are you working? Like what muscle groups do you
like
focus?
Yes. Would you call your heart a muscle?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. But it's definitely my heart. So if my heart not in it, then I'm not going to be in it, of course. Because that's the main thing. And then my brain, the way I think, because I think too much. So I have to be focused in order to even do something. So yes, my heart and my brain, pretty much.
Got it. All right, Lucky. Yes.
Awesome. All right, Lucky Ray. Whenever you're ready, sweetheart. I'm sorry, I don't think that I said this to Victoria Elizabeth, but if you can please Tell us your full name, where you're located, and then you can go ahead with the piece.
Okay. Hey y'all, my name is Lucky Ray, and I'm based in Chicago. And I'll be doing a scene from the TV show Lovecraft Country. A 14-year-old boy was beat and shot to death, then tied with barbed wire by the neck to a cotton fan and cast in the Tallahatchie River. Do you care? At all? You don't gotta say anything. I want you to feel what I feel right now. Heartbroken, scared, furious, tired, so fucking tired of feeling this way over and over. And I want you to feel alone and shameful, because I'm here feeling this, and you'll never understand. And I want you to feel guilty, because for feeling safe next to you and your privilege. I should be on the South Side when my people mourning a sweet little boy who was taken from us. You want to know why I didn't take that potion? Because today, of all days, I didn't want to be a black woman fucking a white man. Thank you.
Give it up, Lucky Ray. Woo! Awesome. All right. I think Keema, we start with you this time, right?
Absolutely. Hey, it's so good to see your face. I've heard you so many weeks now. It's so good to finally see your face, Lucky Ray. This is your first time performing this, correct?
I performed it on Clubhouse, but I wanted to work on it some more just because I got so much feedback from it. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. That was a very intense scene. I do remember that part in that episode because I was trying to place it. I was like, which character is she playing? And then before you said you're a black woman, I was like, I know exactly the one it is. Your eyebrows work magic for your face. Let me just say, your eyebrows do it, and it adds to the intensity of your eyes without having to, some people kind of overdo it and they're really expressive. But because of the way that you use your face, it really adds to what you're saying. And I noticed that also you would allow your body to break a little bit depending on what you were saying. Okay. And I think that's a great matchup, that your face and your body are doing the song and dance along with your voice. But that's also what I believe you should delve into more and elevate more, because it works for this one, but I think there's more to what you're able to give. There's more. I felt like there was a little bit of holding back, maybe, but I felt like there was a little bit of holding back. And so, so along with your eyebrows and your face, your body and your voice, now just allow yourself to take it to another level without having to be overly emotional. And this is like an example. So you mentioned being tired. I saw it in your body, but I didn't hear it in your voice. Or like the South Side South Side part. I was trying to, I wasn't sure if you were regretful or remorseful. And I'm not speaking of the character in the TV show. I'm talking about you and what you're feeling in that moment. So make sure you make this your own, because that actress did her thing and she got hired to do that job. Boom. And there's a period on the end of that. Now you make this your own. But I'm gonna tell you, at the end, I could see that in your body, you were tired, which was really good. And then at the very end, like your last few lines, you left us, like you were gone. But that's a good thing. I could see the abandonment in your eyes because of what you were going through. So start in that space where whatever it is that you're feeling, it's 1,000% clear in your eyes and in your body. So, take that breath in the moment. If you got to take a full 5 seconds, do it, and then allow yourself to take that journey. Good job, though. Good job. Go ahead, Nia.
Lucky. Ooh, that was dangerous, honey. I was like, ooh, we are having dangerous liaisons here. So as a writer, I remember that scene so vividly. I was like, that is that sister. And I remember laying on the floor after she delivered that monologue. Life. I feel like it was a fantastic choice for you. But to that end, to make it your own, because she did that. You know what I mean? And made it so memorable that I feel like I would have loved to see some. You didn't do the same thing she did, but it was reminiscent. Mm-hmm. So because I don't have a great memory, and it took me there. I thought what Keema said about making it your own is a note you should take for sure. But this was a choice, a good choice for you, a great choice for you. And when you make a choice like that, you step fully into that thing, because there was no part of that you couldn't handle. I am telling you. So I'm gonna go backwards really quick and say what Keema said about the end. When you were lost, it was like you fully surrendered to the peace finally. You know what I mean? And if you could just stretch that surrender to the beginning and let that thing take you where it will. Life, yes, all the things. So that's what I have to say. All the things, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Lucky. It is not too big for you.
Thank you.
Awesome. I thought it was beautiful. I thought you did a great job. My note for you as a student of mine is to make sure that you're really, really owning it. You're so beautiful, and your instrument is so powerful. I really did. I'm glad that Keema called you on it, and that you agreed. Even more so, more important is that you didn't give it all the way up. You didn't give yourself. You didn't give all of yourself. And still so beautiful to watch you, like so beautiful. I just was literally at the edge of my seat, just waiting for it, just because I know your work. So, but beautiful. Still, Lucky Ray, so beautiful to watch you always. So thank you for sharing your gift this evening, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're so welcome. All right, Gil.
Absolutely. So we are moving. Go ahead, Josie.
No, I'm saying we're doing it this evening. We're actually moving.
Listen, I literally, Josie, Nia, we got to talk. When I say my agent and my manager are aiming to kill me in the best way possible, I literally printed out 20 pages today. And I said, so in whose universe is this getting done in one day? They're like, oh, we're going to get you some time. I'm like, so you're getting me a time machine? Anywho, okay, enough about me. Erin Elizabeth Cook is coming up next. Erin, we are excited to see what you're cooking in that kitchen. Come on up. Hey.
Hi. Hi, guys. Oh, I got to move a little bit. Hi, my name is Erin.
Hi, Erin.
Hi,
everyone. Good evening. Welcome, Erin. Okay, so whose turn is it? I think Keema, it's your turn to ask her a
It's
question.
Keema's turn. Keema, it's your turn.
Okay. Hi, Erin. How are you?
Hi, Keema. I'm great. Thanks for being here.
Good. Thank you. So tell me, what would be a role that you feel like would be really challenging but very rewarding for you? What type of role or character?
Okay, so honestly, the mom role. I'm not a mom, and a lot of times people want to put me up for the mom role, the brunette mom. But I haven't got to do that in real life, and I haven't really gotten to do that on TV or film. So I don't know. That might be kind of interesting to feel those feels, you know, and go there.
That's good. Okay. Thank you.
She dropped all the way into that question, did she? I love that. I love that. Yeah, you touched the spot with that question there, Keema. I love it. Just watching her, just watching her deal with that and answer that and go there. It was very interesting. I always talk about, my coach would tell us this all the time, that when an actor's really dropped in, you can literally see their molecular structure change. And I feel that we saw that with her just now. Yeah. How interesting that was, that question, and how it sort of moved her and what it did for her. So that was very interesting to watch. All right, Erin, so let's go ahead and drop in. Speaking of, go ahead and reintroduce yourself, and please tell everybody where you're located, and then go ahead and go for it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Erin Elizabeth Cook, and I'm from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And I am performing an untitled monologue written by Jeffrey Nicholson. How's the food? How's the food? Oh yeah, the food's fucking great, Dad. 3 bologna sandwiches a day. Can't beat it. But can we cut the chit chat? Fuck the small talk, man. I don't want to talk about the weather, Dad. I don't care how your team's doing. What I want to talk about is, why the fuck are you here? Huh? Do you even care? That's what I figured. You know, I've had a lot of time to think in here. A lot. You should try this sometime, Dad. You should just try to put down the goddamn paper and turn off the fucking game and see if you can stand sitting with yourself for more than 5 minutes. My mom spent her entire life living for you, and you couldn't even say her name after she died. And I was devastated, and I had a fucking problem. I was sick, and I needed my dad. And what did you do? Instead of helping me, you turned me in. You took me, and you took my mom, and you locked us up in a little box, and you hid us on a back shelf, and you lost the goddamn key. Guess what, Dad? I found it. So I don't need you anymore. Bye, Daddy. And good fucking riddance.
Woo! Let's go, let's go. Let's give it up to Erin. Yes, let her hear us clapping for her. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. All right. Bringing us up here. Where's my Sydney? There we are. Okay, who's up first? I think Nia, that's you. I think you take this one, right, Nia?
Yep, that's me. I gladly. Aaron, are you okay first?
Yeah, thank
You
you.
out? You sure?
I mean, it's always hard to come out, you know.
Is it okay if we just give her a second?
Absolutely, positively. Love you for it.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's in
Okay.
me now.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. So good
Okay.
of you. True sign of an actor's director right there. Good for you, Mia.
Thank you. But Aaron, thank you. My goodness gracious, the places you went. This one's hard for me, right? Because you are very specific. Like you have your own lane. You know what I mean? Like it is so beautiful.
Thank you.
The way that you using, Josie vernacular, the way you drop in, like, but what I felt was like you pulled up your own shit. You know what I mean? It just came from such a rooted place that I would I would feel remiss even sort of giving notes on any of that piece. That's how I'm like, even when you were talking to Keema, I was looking at your eyes and I'm like, how many lifetimes has this woman been here? My goodness gracious. So there is absolutely nothing you can't. I mean, if I was like, oh, the phone, only because it was distracting me from all of this nessness, all of this amazingness, and all of this truth. I don't have any context for you.
Okay.
In terms of like, do you work with Josie? You know what I mean? Like I've never heard you before. But I will never forget you.
I take no credit for her. I take none.
Someday, Josie, you're gonna.
That's right. I love it. Someday, I would absolutely love to work with that.
Josie,
yeah,
you're out of here.
Okay.
Of here, it is so raw and so fantastic and so often not available. Because it's so hard to go those places and then sort of come back and live in this realm, but you did it.
Thank you.
Bless you. Damn it. I'm gonna pass it to Keema.
I love this.
That's what happened. I'm from Oklahoma City too. And
are you really?
I am.
Come here. You know about our film incentives. Come shoot a movie here.
I am working on building a little studio there. So yes.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So fantastic. I mean, I'm done. I just have sound effects like Okay, hold on. I just want to interrupt for those who are on Clubhouse right now. If you are not watching this live, if you are not on youtube.com/justjosie spelled with 2 S's, or on Facebook, facebook.com/Josie Harris Thacker, you are missing this opportunity to watch these actors, our very own Clubhouse actors, performing live right now. Okay, so if you just joined the room, please know that you can actually not just listen in to the actors this evening, you can actually watch them and see them live. And you can actually have an opportunity to sow into them by voting. This is a text to vote, an audience text to vote. So please, please, please make sure that you drop in so that you can see. We will announce that number, that text to vote number, so that you can actually feel like you had something to do, that you poured back into
their careers by blessing them, by winning. Whoever wins tonight gets to not just study with me and not just get an opportunity to sit down and have a consultation with me, which is a couple of $100, by the way, but you get all these wonderful benefits that others have shared here on Clubhouse. So you're going to get other opportunities to meet with other acting coaches. You're going to get opportunities to have a one-on-one meetings with directors and producers. You get to get Bonnie Gillespie's Self-Management for Actors, a signed autographed copy from her. What else? You get a t-shirt, 2 t-shirts actually from other thespians in the business with really, really cool t-shirts from like, what's our casting director? Leslie Green.
Leslie Green, RCSC, and we also have from the Autistic Standard, right, with Gina Brooks. Exactly.
So anyone that's listening, anyone that's watching, we are also always, I'm also open to anybody who would like to contribute once a month to bless and pour back into these actors' lives. These are actors that are actually taking the time to work and focus on craft. So every week they show up on Clubhouse and they put in the work. We come in, we give them notes and feedback. They take it home and they bring it back. And so they're deserving to be seen by as many producers, directors, acting coaches, producers, did I say that already? Writers, directors, casting directors, everyone who could possibly want to cast them in a film and use them. These actors are putting in the work, and I really, really love them. And, I just loved hearing you just be so moved by Erin's performance, Nia. And so I wanted to remind anybody that's listening, anybody that's on Clubhouse, or anybody that's on YouTube Live, or that's on Facebook that is not on Clubhouse yet. Our room is called Respect for Acting and Audition Lab. Make sure that you follow us. We meet every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. If you want to learn more about me, just go to respectforactingacademy.com and you can learn some more about me there as well. Okay, we're moving it on to Keema. Keema.
Yes. Hi, Erin. How are you?
Hi, Keema. I'm great. Thank you.
Good. That was very intense. Very, very, very intense. Your eyes, you guys got the eyes going on tonight, which is awesome because, we've only been able to hear you all. So I'm so glad that just so far, everyone has been acting with their face and their eyes, which is, of course, it tells everything. Great intensity with the eyes. You took us on this emotional journey, which was wild. And then I'm going to tell you, I love a good quiver in the voice. I do. And you gave a quiver, honey, a couple of times, but it was in the right places. It wasn't like something that was fake and false. So my one tweak for you is you've got the emotional journey down pat. You know how to take us there. Okay. I now want you to match it with whatever the subtext is, the hidden message and your intention. Because it's more than just confronting your father about the fact that he hasn't been what you need him to be. There are some remnants and some damage that has been done because of that. Yeah. And so that's going to be the second message behind what you're saying, because I felt like there was a wall up. And it's okay if there's a wall, but with us, because, of course, this is a monologue situation, we want the emotion and the intention to be something that pulls us in to where I feel what you feel. I felt the emotion, but I wasn't sure about what are you really saying to him? And I would say allow yourself to go there with it too, because you got everything else.
Okay.
I mean, the face, the body, there was a little stiffness in the body, but that could have been a choice for the character. And that's okay if being stoic and stiff is your thing. I feel like there's something holding you back. There's a layer to this nut that needs to be cracked. And so I'm thinking it's gotta be like what are you really saying? What are you feeling? We saw the emotion, but label it for yourself. Like, what are these things that you're going through? Is it guilt and remorse, or just whatever it is that feel, and then match that with your intended end result and desire.
Okay.
And I think you will snatch everybody up with this one. So that's my only tweak, because everything else was just, it was there, everything else. So I just want to break past this little wall. I see just a little wall there. And I felt like you were in your head just a little bit in a few of the parts.
Got it.
And allow yourself that freedom, because I know it's risky. The word that came to mind was dangerous, but I don't want to say dangerous. It can be risky to allow ourselves to feel. And when we feel, sometimes what comes through, we can't control, because we want to control what we feel and how people perceive us.
Right.
And so I'm asking you to relinquish that control, because again, the emotion's there, but it's controlled. And I don't think that's your intention. Like, when people are angry and they cry, they don't want to show that they're angry. They're using their control to control their anger and to not allow the person the satisfaction of seeing them break. That's where control is used with an intention of, I'm not going to satisfy you with that. Yours is a little different. Your control is holding you back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that. I think last time I performed, there was
Keema.
I think they mentioned that I was too out of control. So I think this time I was so focused on, but I see exactly what you're saying, and I so appreciate the feedback.
So then look at it differently. Don't look at it as it being an emotional thing.
Okay.
Because so maybe that's where the out of control came, because it was so big and emotional. You've got that. So you don't have to work on that.
Okay.
It is, what am I really saying? And what is it that I want him to leave with? And it's about you. It's not about how he feels, and it's not about his excuses, and it's not about you making him. No, it's not about him. Make this about you in this moment. And then the proper things will come forth, and everybody will know, oh, that's what she was really saying. And that's what she wanted him to know about what he's done. And that is the subtext below what you're actually, that's what the subtext, yes. Below what you're actually saying to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Good.
Pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Erin. That's some good notes you've been receiving this evening. I mean, so good. Okay, let's keep it moving. Gil, we're doing good.
On to the last one. Everyone. Hold on. The voting is coming soon. With that being said, Shamika Brown, get on up on this stage and show us how you paint with all that beautiful magic you possess. Introduce yourself, who you are, where you are. And then I think, is it on Nia to ask the question, Josie?
Yeah, I think it's on Nia this time.
It's on you, Nia. It's on you.
It's on me. All right.
And Nia, before we go on, how are we with time for you? I know we had to get you out of here. How are we with time? Are we doing okay, Nia?
I'm okay.
You with us?
Okay, great. So, we're going to keep rolling.
She's dropped in. Let's go.
Can't get away. All right. If you're making, let's see, a film pie, give me 3 ingredients for you to eat as an actor.
Ooh.
I like to feel when I'm watching movies. I want to be able to feel the emotion, the laughter, or the intensity. I like a good comedy, so a little funny. And I love a good actor or a good actress. That's my film pie.
All right.
Woo, you handled that, Mama. Awesome. All right, sweetheart. So go ahead and introduce yourself one more time and tell us where you're located, and go ahead and drop in.
All right. So I am Shamika Wortlaw from Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be doing a monologue from King Hedley II, and I'll be speaking for the role of Tanya. Why? Look at Tasha. I couldn't give her what she needed. Why I want to go back and do that again? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be a mother. I don't have nothing left to give. How I'm supposed to give her? It seemed like, you love too much or you don't love enough. It just seems like there's no middle ground. I look up and she's 10 years old. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Now she grown. Talking about she a woman. Girl, just because you can lay down with a man, that don't make you no woman. And I keep telling her that. You a baby. What you know about life, huh? What you know? Who taught you? Because I'm still trying to figure it out. Seems like time I catch up is moved on to something else. But I gotta stand by and watch her being thrown down a hole. It's gonna take her a lifetime to crawl out of, and I can't do nothing but stand here and watch it. I ain't having no more babies. What it look like me having a baby? Older than my grandchild, younger than my grandchild, huh? What that look like? Who turned the world upside down like that? What sense does that make? I'm 35 years old. I ain't got nothing left to give. I ain't having no babies. I ain't raising no babies. I ain't raising no grandbabies. I'm looking out for Tanya. Why I wanna bring a life into this world that don't respect life? Just bring him in here. Why? So the police can shoot him? So his friends can shoot him? No. Me. I'm not bringing no babies in this world. Not when you gotta fight. When you gotta fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. When you gotta fight to keep them alive, I'm not done. I have no kids.
We was making her work for that moment after now.
We did.
We was making her work for it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Whose turn
I think
is
it's
it?
me.
I think so, Keema.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Shamika. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see your face. Finally.
You too.
You know what? Let me tell you something. That accent works with that part, honey. That down home country girl, it works perfectly. And even just the way that some of your words come out of your mouth and some of the words you say completely and some of them you cut off, that works. So I think you should put this on tape. I think it was really, really good. Very, very intentional, because I remember some of the feedback we've given you and I've seen the growth, which is really good. Yeah. And it's great to see you perform this on camera as well, because, we've only been able to go off of your voice. I liked how you got into character, good body language, and the parts where you were just resolute and just didn't have an answer and didn't have a solution were very evident. Okay, so those are some great things. What I would say that you would tweak as you grow this, because I do think you should do this as a monologue for yourself. So you definitely want to be conscious of the camera with the moving back and forth. I want to know, where have you placed yourself? Because now that I see you on camera, because when we're talking to you in Clubhouse, we can say, oh, you're in the bedroom folding laundry, you're doing X, Y, and Z. Now we get to see you in total body. And I wasn't sure where you were. And so I felt like that gave just a little bit of a barrier, but it doesn't mean that you weren't believing what you were saying, because you believed it. And the ending, like as you were building up to the end, because I wasn't sure like if you were done or not, but you held your composure, which is great. It was great that you actually made us try to figure out what was going on at the end. We were like, oh, she's finished. Okay. Stranger, good. So, but I think there's something that, just one little thing that's missing. And I want you to really be engrossed and embodied in where you are, because you're talking to your husband.
Right.
Correct. See, I do remember that. And it sounds like a conversation with a wife and a husband, and you making your declaration over your body. So now that you have done this on camera, and I recommend that you continue to work on camera and record yourself so you can see it. You'll see, like, if you do this for yourself, there's something, just a little something that's missing. Mm-hmm. It's like this underlying thing. And I feel like it's like, where are we? And what are you thinking? Because I'm not really sure what you're thinking as you're saying this. I know what you're saying and I hear your mouth. But as I'm looking at your face, there are moments of where I see you out of where you have placed yourself. So I'm not really sure what you're thinking.
Okay.
And what you're thinking is going to emit out of your body, even though you may be saying something completely different. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. But good job, though. Good to see you perform this. I like that wrapping of the cloth as well. You were like, you just set that barrier between you and him as well. So great job, even with the choice of clothing and stuff. I think that worked in your favor.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Nia, you got it, girl.
All right, Keema. So, Shamika, Miss Wardlow?
Wardlow.
Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, what a treat. This was the first time that I've gotten to hear or see you. And I was really right there with you. Like, oh yeah, why would you? You know what I mean? Like, there were a lot of things that I think a lot of parts of this that I think you really owned. I agree about. I was searching just a little bit for to contextualize it. You know what I mean? It was like I saw you in a frame, but I feel like whatever was outside of that frame that influenced this moment is what I wanted you to bring into it. I think that would have helped. Does that make sense?
Yes. Absolutely.
I think that would have helped tremendously. The other thing that I may offer is just I was wondering, and then you did it at the end. Like I was with you. I was like your register, your tonality, the texture in your tone. If you could have moved up a couple of steps or down a couple of steps on certain parts, I think that would have vocally. I think that would have really, really helped. Just the tenor of it. And I don't mean tenor, the part, I mean the tenor, right? The tone. So, but then you did it. Like, you know what I mean? When you started getting towards that end, baby, and you were wrapping her up and not having it. And you did go. Like, you know what I mean? You went. So I'm saying, like, I don't think you need a lot of that, but I think you should just be conscious of how you could use it, particularly in a piece like this. You know what I mean? That is so intimate, but also so broad at the same time. You know what I mean? I just think you could broaden that palette a little bit. But you already know that you are. What am I gonna say? It's yes. I'm gonna just say yes. Won't she do it? Yes. That's what I have.
Thank you.
Awesome. It really is great to place your face, Shamika. This was a piece that we all dropped in on, right, Keema?
Mhm.
The other night we all dropped in on this piece.
Right.
So it was really nice to see you do it, live. And so thank you. I mean, it's a heck of a piece that you've taken on, but
Heck of
you
a
know,
piece.
right? But when we talk about finding the right monologue for you, this one feels like it's a good fit for you, and that's important. And you're just at the very beginning of it. Like, I feel like you're just scratching the surface, and we can't wait to see you continue to grow. I mean, even from when you did it last week into how you're presenting it this evening. You know, absolutely, we can tell the difference, and with the notes that you received in the room, really, really, really great work. Okay, so thank you so much for this evening. Okay, guys, absolutely, you're welcome, Shamika. All right, guys, this is it. We are actually under an hour. I cannot believe it. Nia, you must be like the our lucky star or something, because we have yet to. It's also because Gil is tired.
Don't put that on me, Josie.
And
Don't
I- and I
you? We
take
give it. We
I'll
give it.
take mine. I will
You
take
know
my
it's true. So anyway, we are so happy to arrive here. It is time. It is time for everyone to vote. This is the time. So to vote, you want to vote for the best of Respect for Acting and Audition Lab on Clubhouse. We are live for those of you just coming into the Clubhouse room. You have to go to youtube.com/justjosie. If you want to go ahead and vote for someone, you have to dial 833-945-3487. That's going way too fast for me to read. So we're going to wait for it to come back around. Okay, so to vote for this evening for the best of, and if you did not know, we are live right now on YouTube. You're going to text respect for the number 4 acting and the number 7, respect for acting 7, all one word, lowercase, to 833-945-3487. You only get one to vote for one person per vote. Okay. Again, to vote for the best of Respect for Acting and Audition Lab on Clubhouse Live, text respect for acting 7. Those are numbers. Respect the number 4, acting the number 7. Respect for acting 7, all one word, lowercase, to 833-945-3487. One vote per person. Text and data rates may apply. Okay, I think I've said it enough times for you guys to get it. Or do I need to say it one more time? Let me at least do this.
It's also on the banner. It's also on the banner at the bottom.
Yeah, but
Everyone
I'm actually
text.
speaking very specifically to those on Clubhouse as well. Respect for acting 7, all one word, lowercase, 833-945-3487. One vote per person. Text and data rates may apply. Okay, so we're going to take a little break because the directors, the guest judges have to decide who they want and who they're voting for. So hang tight. We'll be back in just a few moments.
which is great.
I'm back. Okay, I realized I was muted. Keema, Nia. I think Nia, we're waiting. Oh,
Great,
Nia
great,
back.
great,
Nia,
great,
I love the
great,
hair,
great.
by the way. I love the hair. I had to say that earlier. I meant to.
She's so dope.
She is. Josie's working on getting back. She's having technical difficulties. But in the meantime, let's talk about these choices. I just have to say this because I couldn't say anything else. Josie gagged me. She promised me. But it's so difficult, right, Keema and Nia, to judge someone else's choices because you don't know what. It's like cooking. You don't know what ingredients went into that choice. And that's why Nia and Keema, I both respect you both so much without having worked with you yet. Because there's two types of directors. Directors that speak the actor's language and then directors that don't. And it's clear that both of you do because you take so much thought into the way that you conveyed your messages. And I just wanted to say from an actor to other actors, we appreciate you. We appreciate the directors that think of us.
No, that's important. You know, I consider myself a actor's director. Yeah, if I can get my life together, yes.
Yeah.
You know.
You are.
I think I said it wrong, but yeah, an actor's director, because you get it, Keema and Nia. Everyone doesn't. I've seen it where directors need a buffer. They need, hey, go tell the actor this. It's like, well, where's the relationship? We have to trust each. I'm not going to say any names, but it's a trust situation, right? You're sharing something intimate, and you need someone to understand that as you open that up, that you're going to feel safe. And Nia, I just have to applaud you because for you to ask one of the performers, "Are you okay?" is something that many people never do. It's just next shot. It's like, wait, hold on. My emotions are upside down inside of me right now. I need to adjust these feelings. So
give me a break.
Josie, you're back. Yeah.
I am, even though I am having some technical difficulties. Keep it going though, Gil. Please keep it going. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, no worries. So, Nia, before we jump into the actual final choices and Keema, I know Josie always wants to do this, but while she figures out that technical difficulty, can you just insert some positive words and wisdom on let's talk about how long it takes it to break in this business. And Keema, you mentioned it with that light wall. Nia, I know you've hit many speed bumps in this path, being a woman and a woman of color. And can you both just lend some wisdom to everyone that may feel like, well, I can get it this time, or I've been doing it for so long. Can you just talk about what it was like when you finally broke, when you finally win and you didn't even think you'd win? Can we just shed some light on that? Because I think so many people think winning is it's a guarantee. It's never a guarantee. And that's the journey, right? So if you both can just share some light on that, I think that could be very inspirational to everyone tuning in today.
Absolutely.
Well, I muted my mic, so go ahead, Nia.
You know, the setups, they are just to keep it coming, don't they? I was just gonna talk about Keema, but sure, Keema. I am not answering your call the next time, Queen. Anyway, but yes, I'm not. It's called pass slide.
Right.
No. But what a gift. Always a gift to experience these, you know, our fellow artists. But yes, just in terms of what Gil was talking about, the journey. Yeah. Woo. I mean, for me, it's been oftentimes it's felt impossible. Like the valleys are low, you know what I mean? And so what I've learned to do is to remember how high the mountains are and the divine relationship between the two, right? So for me, I can say this: once I got clear, and it took a long time, on why I was in this business, like how connected.
I just have to interrupt really quick, Nia, just so people can understand. We know you just turned 21, but could you talk about how much of a long time though? Because I hear people saying, I started acting during the pandemic. I want to win an Academy Award. It's like, oh, you think this is a popcorn chase? So Nia, can you just talk about that time? Just, give away. Just, we know you just turned 21 last year. It's fine. No one cares.
Right.
No, I'm joking.
You had my birthday. Yes. So let's see, started the production company in 98. I was 20. I was a baby. And I was audacious and fearless. And I jumped head first in to the pool. I did, interestingly enough, Tracy's not here, but I did produce Jeff Bird's first film, right, in '98, romantic comedy called Book of Love. And when I say produced it, I mean, I didn't exactly know how to produce it, but I knew how to write the check. And I had a good sense of, I knew the business. I had learned the business. So that's how long. I mean, it's 2021, that would take 14 years of building and relationshiping and falling down and getting back up. And, this is a high stakes game. This is not, this is a multi-billion-dollar onwards to trillion-dollar business. And so if I could say anything to anybody, it would be like, God, I don't know a single soul, not one single soul, who has not fallen most of the time. Like, you know what I mean? Who doesn't have the bruises, the scars, bullet holes. And look, the beautiful.
Kind of like you tonight.
I'm sorry?
Keema, like kind of like how Keema did you tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
okay,
I didn't got
Josie
my
with
best
the
on.
Okay, Josie.
But yeah, I mean, I know with Keema, she's machine gun Keema, so she's really shooting me with love, honey. But in the moment, it's like, like what's great about
you're like ducking and
really, I was like, oh wait, so right now, be the face, girl, I can't, oh, talk live about no. And Gil, we know my challenges there, so yes, but here's what I know. She said, hey, I'm about to say something ridiculous. And then she said, do you know Josie? And as she was talking, I was like, yes, okay, tribe. And whatever it is, I'm going to say yes. And I knew that. Because what I know about you, and this is, for everybody in terms of how important it is to find your tribe. Yes. Whoa. Your squad. I mean, and they can be distant strangers. You know what I mean? These are not, they don't have to be you thought were going to be there.
Right. That part.
It's always a rotation of people getting off of your train and to make space for people to come on your train. And everything is seasonal, like everything. And so just because you think this should be your time, you know what I mean? I walked in like, yes, I'm here. The whole industry's been waiting for me, right? But no, that wasn't actually the case. There was nothing in the infrastructure of Hollywood that was waiting for me. So what I decided was, all right, I'm going to get all of my tools, all of my gifts together, and I'm going to make a way, not just for me, right? But for people, the people who should be here, for them to get the things that they deserve. And so that's just part of kind of the thing that keeps me going, is like, once I finally landed on that purpose, oh, this is why I'm in Hollywood. Okay, storytelling is my ministry. Okay, then I knew that I had a superpower, like a grace behind me. So even though, I get beat up a lot, I also have such a deep joy, you know what I mean, that brings me back up. Like, I promise you, without grace, the tribe, and all the other things that have encompassed my journey, yeah, like I don't know if I would have anything to give, but I am in overflow. Tonight, I got filled up, right? So I came to do a thing for you guys, and I'm walking away all in my overflow. You know what I mean? This is joy. So
beautiful.
Just doing that thing. You know what I mean?
Love it.
And I love what you always say, Josie. Do it scared. Do it anyway, right? Do it scared. Go forward. Do it when, and you said it head in. Keema, I would love for you to touch briefly, now that we've got Josie back, just some quick bits that you can share about the journey, right? Because a lot of people get discouraged, let's be honest. And I just wanted to say this very briefly before we go to you, Keema. Fail big, but win bigger.
That's right.
Right? That's what it takes in this industry. Let's be honest. You got to fail so big and then go win bigger. So with that, Keema, I'm setting you up for the win. Like Nia said, what? No.
Boop, there
Machine
it
Gun
is.
Keema. So Machine Gun Keema, just some quick words, and we're going to give it over to Josie and announce our winners.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what? One thing I've realized in this business is that I am forever the student, and I am always learning something.
There we go.
Whether it's new information or a freaking lesson. Because let me tell you, in 2021, I have learned so many interesting things about myself in this business and dealing with people and meeting new people or being handled and mishandled by people. And, you know, constantly taking these tests. And I'm like, Lord, what am I supposed to get from this? And finally, when it becomes clear, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. And it was still for my good. Yeah. And it still worked out in my favor. Yep. You know, plain and simple. And like Nia said, this thing is a journey. This is not an overnight thing. You know, Gil is right. People will come on board and be like, yeah, so I took a class in high school and I'm 45 and I'm ready. And so where's my lead? And it's just like, yo, you know, this is a business and it's something that we need to respect and honor. And I would tell people, you know, you wouldn't have your barber cutting your hair and they've only, you know, done stuff in the basement. They didn't have their 1,500 hours or whatever the case is. So the same thing with our industry, you know, just respect it for the craft that it is and honor and respect every role, even hair and makeup. We can't, you know, just be like, oh, it's just makeup. Okay. Until your person get up there and she ashy looking. Okay. And then it's more than just makeup. Right. You know, plain and simple. But yeah, I mean, Nia basically said it all. I mean, our journeys are similar in the aspect of just constantly, you know, having the wins and having the failures and having the ups and downs. And I've realized that it's not a straight line to success. And I know people want it to be, and they think it's like, you know, like we learned in math, one dot here, and it's a straight line. In between those two dots, no, it's a whole bunch of zigzagging and falling up, falling down, all kinds of things. And then once you reach that dot, it's like, so what's next? What's the next dot? Yeah. So that's my words of wisdom. You know, you just got to be in for the long haul. But the journey is a part of the journey. Yep. People focus on the destination of the thing that they think it is, that role, that part, that job. But then once you get that, you know, did you value the journey that took you there? Did you learn anything? Or are you going to get there and then you can't sustain yourself? Because what they say, your talent gets you in the door, but your character keeps you there. You know? So those are my words. Go ahead, Josie and Gil. I know y'all got it because we got to tell these people.
I love it. She said your talent gets you in the door. Okay, Josie. On that note, we're throwing it over to you.
Listen, I just want to say this has been a wonderful evening. I'm going to keep us honest so that we don't get too far over the mark. Nia, you have been wonderful to hang with us as long as you have. I know you just dropped in and you stood. I was hoping that, you know, we'd lock you in and you wouldn't be able to leave us. And sure enough,
you got me.
We got you. We got you. Thank you for all the kind words. Thank you for the amazing feedback and notes that you've given to the actors. They're so blessed to have had you step in the way that you did and to just have you here, period. So we're very fortunate and thank you so much. Keema, you already know, I feel like you're like a sister from another mother or father or family. You're a beast, and I love you so much. I cannot wait for us to work together in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Oh, we will. Trust.
Absolutely. It's already happening. Gil, you already know. You're what, Mr. Just beautiful, amazing human being. Like you need to run for president or something. I don't know. I know we're getting ready to announce the winners, but I do want to take the time out to announce my people who make it happen. And that is two lovely ladies, Shani Smothers. She is also my digital marketing person. She also does social media. Her business is called SAS Social, can't mess that up. And she is always behind the scenes. She's just such a giver. She's always the one responsible for the text to vote and making sure those numbers are coming in right. And she keeps us honest and on top of it. Okay, so thank you to Shani. I want to also thank Sydney She's my assistant, but she's so much more. I always give it up to her. She's a producer, director herself, and we're doing a lot of great things together. But she does keep me on track and on time. Sydney, are you here to just show your cute face? She's just such a cutie too, so I love putting her on blast. She hates this part, by the way. There she is! I'm going to put her center stage here because she would never put herself center stage. So there she is. In case you missed her, that's the Sydney Sullivan. She is amazing, amazing, amazing. And she is available to hire anytime. Okay. She makes it happen. If you want to know how I make it happen, it's her single-handedly, her right there. So we've been together like this, and I feel she's like my little, I won't call her daughter because I'm making myself too old. So my niece.
There you go. Oh,
my niece. There you go. So thank you so much, Sydney, for tonight and for always making it happen. She does all the videos and the music and all that. I just have to give it up to her because she's amazing. Okay. So if you want to know how it happens, it's literally just Sydney and Shawnee. Okay. Girl group, girl bosses. All right. Thank you so much for tonight, Sydney. Okay, so without further ado, the actors are like, you're killing me. You guys are killing me. All right, well, we want to start off by saying, I think you all know that this is for fun, right? This is for fun. You should always love what you do, and it should always be fun while you're doing it, okay? And this is a safe space, even here in the live. It's a safe space, and I want you guys all to hear me in saying that you guys are all wonderful. You ladies we're all just incredible this evening. It was so hard for everyone to choose, as it always is. But we do this because we want to be able to at least bless one person at the end of the month, as you guys always come into the room and you give it up. And so, can I get a drum roll? So, as the audience's choice and the judge's choice, what is it? We're in July. This month's winner is Lucky Ray, y'all. Give it up. Lucky Ray. Where's Lucky Ray? She's not here?
Lucky Ray is.
Okay, there she is.
There she is.
Yes, Lucky Ray.
Yes, honey.
You are the audience's choice, and you are the judge's choice. You're muted, though.
Muted.
You're muted.
She's so excited. She's like, I forgot what a microphone is.
She's speechless.
I'm like, thank you so much. I wasn't even confident. I ain't gonna lie.
What'd you say? What did you say?
I said I wasn't even confident. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, she wasn't confident, she says.
No,
it's okay, but look at that. Well, look at all that you accomplished without feeling 100% confident in yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
that says that. Imagine if you are able to really, really build that up, though. Then imagine you're just gonna do incredible, sweetheart. This is an example. This is such a good example of when I tell actors, who worry so much about being nervous, and how some actors don't read nervous, and they're so busy giving themselves away and so quick to throw themselves under the bus. And they are not reading. All we're seeing is their gift and how wonderful and beautiful they are. And so this is that for you. I want this to be sort of a learning moment for you to trust your gift, trust the beauty that you bring to the universe. That even when you think you're not shining, you are shining. Really, that's really important that, even when you think that, oh, I had a terrible audition, oh, you know, I was terrible, you never know. And it's so important to stay in the room where it happens. Okay? One, always stay in the room where it happens. Okay, so you did that, right? And even though you weren't feeling your best or felt like you didn't, you know, you didn't shine through, there, at least, I mean, the audience voted. The audience all voted for you, Lucky Ray. I mean, the audience obviously voted for everyone in the room. All the actors were amazing, but the most votes, and it was actually close. It was actually a tie. It was a tie, but the judges come in and they get to add to it, and the judges came and really tipped it over. They really both felt that you along with the audience's choices, they felt that you were the one who really shined through, and there were different criterias that it was based on, right? And I think starting next month, I'm going to actually start to share that criteria with the audience, so the audience knows and maybe can even follow that criteria when they're judging as well. But yes, Lucky, this is why this is so awesome. You know, I love to see the actors' response, don't you, Keema?
Oh,
And Nia,
absolutely.
what is your takeaway, or what can you add to her, Keema and Nia, and even Gil, and just in terms of her reaction?
You know, the
winning.
one thing that jumped out at me was the fact she was like, and I wasn't even confident. Girl, what you gonna do when you are? Oh my gosh. Like, what are we gonna see?
That was the whole point, right? Like,
oh.
Yeah, because I knew I wasn't, like you said, I knew I was holding back. Like, that's why. Because that's why I agree with you, because I knew I was. Because once in the middle, that's when I turned back on, because I knew I was like feeling dry a little bit. Me personally, that's not the word for it, but like me personally, I feel like, hold on. Then I was like, oh my God.
Well, just congratulations, and
Thank
you got it. And so that means that when you actually commit yourself for real, girl, it's gonna be magical. I mean, seriously, it's gonna be magical. So I'm just ready to see that.
Thank you.
Yes. What about you, Nia? You're muted. That darn mute button.
Yes, she is really bright. Listen, Lucky, you just have such a warm and beautiful essence. You know what I mean? You just, as a human being. And so that pours into the characters. You know what I mean? I think wasn't it you that mentioned your heart?
Yeah.
As a muscle? Like, that is something you should always remind yourself, because that is the kind of actor that you are. Like, you know what I mean? That is where you feel you. So confidence is fantastic, right? But essence is everything.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, really, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really great work. Really well done.
Oh, well, listen, Gil, did you want to add anything to this?
I do, and mine is so simple, Lucky, and it's exactly what we were talking about. If you caught it, it's do it anyway.
Yeah.
Do it scared. Do it fearful. Do it ashamed, because that is the work. That camera, this thing that we're in front of, it picks it all up. And when you do it anyway, the director said, ooh, don't you move. I've seen it happen. The actor's like this, stay right there, go right back in. That's the vulnerability. You know what? You know, because you'll grip in your lips because you get it. That's the magic that people hang in the theater for. That's what people go to a Marvel film and say, don't move. I want to see the extra scene. They're waiting for, they're selfish. They want to see the extra sprinkles, the powdered sugar on the funnel cake. So give it to them. Do it scared, do it tired, do it fearful, do it embarrassed, do it humiliated. But no matter what you do, Lucky, make sure you show up, as Keema and Nia just said, with your essence, and still do it. And that is the work of being an actor.
Stay in
and
the
that's
room
all I have to say.
where it happens. Stay in the room where it happens. Stay in the room. Awesome stuff. Okay, well, any final words, Lucky Ray? I do want to bring all the actors up, you know, we want to just say goodnight to everybody, and we want to make sure that you guys all feel the love. That was so incredible. Let's get this banner off here so we can see.
Thank
Lucky.
you, everybody. Thank you so much. These laughs,
There you
all the
go.
feedback.
There you go.
Everything.
Yes, that was awesome. I just want to say Victoria Elizabeth, Shamika, Erin Elizabeth, Tisha. I feel like we're missing someone. Is that everybody? That's everybody, right? Yeah, okay. It's been such a wonderful evening. We are watching the clock, and we don't want to go much later than the 2.5-hour mark. And so we are going to end right here. Again, Victoria Elizabeth, Shamika, Erin Elizabeth, Tisha, thank you for another wonderful evening. If we can just unclap and just give it up to our winner this evening.
Unmute Josie.
Awesome, awesome. Gil, do you have any final words before I close this out?
I do, and they're very simple. And everyone said it. Keep going, keep growing, and fail big, but win bigger. And that's all I have, Josie.
Awesome, awesome. So listen, remember, we are not meant to be here always.
Period.
We are not meant to be here always. So make sure that you are shining as bright as you possibly can. Make sure that you are leaving a legacy, okay? Do it scared. I tell everyone that. Do it scared. When you jump off that cliff, I truly believe that's where God meets you, okay? You will not fall. You will learn. In fact, you will learn to build those wings and to fly higher and higher than you ever have. Trust and believe, okay? We are all spiritually journeying artists, all right? It is just a journey. So make sure that you're grounded, that you understand who you are, and make sure that you are loud and proud everywhere you go. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. Thank you to all of our people in Clubhouse that have stayed all through the night. We love you. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.